Some of them just go through social media or whatever they read. Now, if you foment a narrative like this, that Sikhs are finding it difficult or insecure to wear turban, some of them may actually believe it, which is not the case. I think ये जो मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना वाली बात थी पुराने जमाने में जो किया था कि या तो मुझे चाहिए जो मैं चाहता हूं, ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं इसको नष्ट करके रहूंगा सब कुछ, ये तो उस किस्म की माइंडसेट है. राहुल गांधी जी का ये जो नैरेटिव देश के बाहर उनको फैलाने की कोशिश करते हैं, इट इज ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड सिवियर कमेंट्स ऑन इट, पर आगे वाले आने वाले समय में भी ये कामयाब नहीं होगा. I think the more disturbing trend is, to say that this is a statement which was made out of ignorance or it's in that genre of Pappu, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think that's wrong. I think there is a more systematic, sinister, and I'm using this word carefully, attempt to foment a divisive narrative to create a sense of insecurity and freedom. He's trying to, build a narrative by turning around and saying, well, you cannot practice your religion. Has anybody in India told him that? पर मैं उनको ये याद कराना चाहता हूँ, हमारी बहुत पुरानी 5000 साल से अधिक पुरानी संस्कृति और सभ्यता है. It's an old civilization. People like this will not be able to break it.
Moving on from the Prime Minister to the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who was here in the United States just a week before your visit. While talking about the RSS ideology, Mr. Gandhi quoted an example of a Sikh being unable to wear a turban or a kara in India. How do you react to this?
I've already reacted, but I find it astounding that you're going around looking for a Sikh, happen to find somebody in the front row, who, by the way, I think also made a statement later, and you turn around and say, the issue is whether he can wear a turban. I mean, I have worn a turban 62 years of my life. I worn a kara even longer. I think most children in our families, when they're born, the first occasion, they put a kara around. But I think the more disturbing trend is, to say that this is a statement which was made out of ignorance or it's in that genre of Pappu, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think that's wrong. I think there is a more systematic, sinister, and I'm using this word carefully, attempt to foment a divisive narrative to create a sense of insecurity and freedom. Now, my brothers and sisters who came to the United States to work here many years ago, some of them have active contacts with with their home country. Some of them just go through social media or whatever they read. Now, if you foment a narrative like this, that Sikhs are finding it difficult or insecure to wear turban, some of them may actually believe it, which is not the case. If there has been any time in the history of our post-independence existence when there was an existential threat to the Sikhs, or they felt one, I've experienced it myself. It was during the 1984, I don't use the word riots because it was a one-sided pogrom against, innocent people, 3,000 of whom were killed in cold blood in India. And if you look at what happened before that, in the 80s, when in the run-up to the Asian Games, Sikhs used to be taken out of buses, etc., and said, because you're a turban Sikh, you go on the side. Now, some of the commentators, some educated people, I've written an article on it. I have actively contradicted the honorable leader of opposition statement. Some of them said, because he's a government minister. No, forget it, I'm proud to be a government minister. Before that, I was a civil servant. I was a diplomat for 39 years. But I was a diplomat not because any government appointed me. I appeared in a UPSC examination and qualified, and under different governments. Now, I think it's a matter of great pride for somebody like me to say that the Sikhs have never had it so good. All the grievances which were there have actually been addressed by the Honorable Prime Minister, whether it is removing names of Sikhs from the blacklist, whether it is addressing the issue of the Kartarpur Sahib corridor, or, celebrating the Sahibzada's contribution in terms of Veerbal Divas, etc. All that is there. What I'm surprised about is that there seems to be a pattern in this. And last year, this honorable leader of opposition came here and he said Sikhs were a second-class citizens. I came across that statement. Then now, recently, apparently in different places here, whilst he's attacking an ideology, he's trying to build a narrative by turning around and saying, well, you cannot practice your religion. Has anybody in India told him that? Now the people who are supporting up, no, there are some grievances. Yeah, every community has grievances. Let me assure you, the majority community also has grievances that they're made to sometimes feel like a minority community in their own country. There are other minority communities. But the beauty of a democracy, and by the way, we have 960 million registered voters and something like 680 million actually turned out to vote. That is a celebration of democracy. There are differences of opinion in the United States. But if somebody who should know better, I choose my words, who should know better, comes out here and at a time when there's an election going on, makes it a point to go to place to spread insecurity. वो हमारे यहाँ कहते ही तो झूठ और भ्रम फैला रहे हैं. और इनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि हमारे जो कम्युनिटी है, सिखों की कम्युनिटी, हिंदुस्तान में तो कभी उन्होंने बात नहीं की. आप बड़े अच्छा फिर कहते हैं कि वो किसी का नाम लेते. अरे देखिए, आप जब सत्ता में थे, आप ये देखिए, ये जो मॉन्स्टर्स प्रोड्यूस किए, कौन सी सरकार ने प्रोड्यूस किए. मैं उसमें ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाना चाहता हूं. तो इनको तो अपने अंदर जहां दे नीड टू डू सम सॉलिड इंट्रोस्पेक्शन in order to find out why we had, क्यों ये हुआ और किसने ये करवाया. और ये जो झूठ और भ्रम, this is a narrative anchored in total lies, and therefore I'm not surprised that he's going around doing it. But it is, I think, ये जो मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना वाली बात थी पुराने जमाने में, जो किया था कि या तो मुझे चाहिए जो मैं चाहता हूं, ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं इसको नष्ट करके रहूंगा सब कुछ. ये तो उस किस्म की माइंडसेट है. नहीं तो आप किसी रीजनेबल, आप और हम बैठ सकते हैं, हमारी विचारधारा में कुछ अंतर हो सकता है, बट द होल ब्यूटी ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी इज सिट एंड एड्रेस दीज इशू. बट ये तो एक लगे हुए हैं, एक किसके खिलाफ है ये, वो उनको देखना चाहिए कि जो आरएसएस है उनकी देश के लिए क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रही है. जब भी नेशन फर्स्ट, और जो मोदी जी की सरकार है, दैट हैज दिस वन डिस्टिंग्विशिंग फीचर इन द आइडियोलॉजी, नेशन फर्स्ट. पर ये तो उल्टे तरफ चल रहे हैं. ये तो झूठ और भ्रम. दिस इज लाइक द जिन्ना, आई मीन, यू वांट टू लीड इट टू a kind of ब्रेकअप ऑफ सिचुएशन. पर मैं उनको ये याद कराना चाहता हूं, हमारी बहुत पुरानी 5000 साल से अधिक पुरानी संस्कृति और सभ्यता है. इट्स एन ओल्ड सिविलाइजेशन. People like this will not be able to break it, and we are a proud nation, and Sikhs are very happy to be and are flourishing in this nation. I'm not only just because I'm a minister, but I see so many other people जो they've risen to the apex in the judiciary, Supreme Court में पहुंचे हैं. वो आप बिजनेस कम्युनिटी देखिए, आप आर्म फोर्सेस में हमारी जनसंख्या जो है 140 करोड़ में, उसमें हमारी सिखों की 2% से कम है, और उनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन आर्म फोर्सेस में 20% से ज्यादा है. हमारे सिख भाई अन्नदाता भी है. तो ये राहुल गांधी जी का ये जो नैरेटिव देश के बाहर उनको फैलाने की कोशिश करते हैं, इट इज ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड सिवियर कमेंट्स ऑन इट. पर आगे आने वाले समय में भी ये कामयाब नहीं होगा.